Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Ambassador Sports Network. I'm your host, Dalitso.
I'm Jonathan Walden.
I'm Shane Duncan.
And man, I'm happy to be back in my regular seat. You know, we have all three cameras back in the studio now. I'm feeling good. How you guys doing today?
Hey man, they can finally get my good side again. So I can't complain. Go ahead.
I feel great. You know, this is my regular seat. So.
Oh yeah, you didn't move around. You weren't affected. But guys, we have like 3 episodes left in the year. Season 3 is almost coming to an end. I'm a little sad. Not that sad, so I don't have to edit every weekend. Me and Jonathan. If y'all don't know, Shane does not do any editing. Shane does not do any editing.
Nah, I edit, but
put it in the comments. We need to get Shane on some editing, guys. Let him know in the comments. But no, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about him editing, but I'm just kidding. It is what it is, you know. But on today's episode, we have a lot to talk about. Oakwood sports, we're bringing it back for the 3rd time. This or that. And then softball and baseball edition this time. And then a new member of the ASN. She's not new to us, but she's new to you all. She's been working behind the scenes. Miss Johana Henderson. She's going to come up on camera today and do an interview with me with the newly appointed athletic vice president, Morgan Bone. And then Mr. Jaden Barney will join us. Well, me and Shane and Jaden will talk about the baseball team and what we want to see from them down the stretch of the season. And then Mr. Eric Reed will join me and Shane, and we'll be talking about the NBA playoffs and who's the favorite going into the playoffs. Had to clear my throat there, man. But without further ado, you ready, brothers?
Let's get straight to it.
let's get it.
This or that Oakwood baseball softball edition. For those of you all who don't know,
Got some Rocky music in the background.
Hey, guess what? I'll edit it in.
No, he's not. No, he's not. For those of you all who don't know, this is a segment. We played it 2 times already. Shane won the first one. Jonathan won the second one. This is a segment where I'll give a topic. They'll have 20 seconds to convince me whether I should go with this or that. How you guys feeling? You ready?
I'm ready. I got the dub last time, and I'm looking to continue that streak.
So, Jonathan, do you want to start or give it off to Shane to
I'm
start?
gonna pass it off to Shane. Let him handle
Hey,
this.
appreciate it, because I already had something to say.
All right. You got something to prove this time, Shane?
Man, look, I got nothing to prove. I'm just going to play my game.
All right. Tiebreaker round right here. Look, with the first one, Jordan Jennings out the park home run or Jordan Howard inside the park home run?
I got to go with Jordan Howard inside the park home run, because a lot of y'all don't understand how hard it is to hit the ball in play and run around them 4 bases in a limited time that you have. So I got to go with Jordan Howard. Home runs, they aren't common, especially at the NAIA level, but you know, if you
And
see
that is your
one,
time. And that is your time.
I gotta go with the Jordan Jennings out the park home run, simply because he has 2 home runs over the season, over 26 games, and he leads the team in home runs. That shows how hard it is to hit the ball out of the field. Whereas for the girls softball team, everyone's tied for 1 home run. He leads the team in 26 games with 2 home runs.
All right,
so
that is your time.
That's what it is.
Can we get like 30 seconds or maybe a minute or something?
No. This episode is going to be
Maybe
2 hours long if we do that.
Hey, man.
Jonathan, you're up 1-0. The fact that he leads it is a little bit more impressive.
You're up 1-0?
He's
He
up
got a
1-0.
point for that?
He got
What?
1 point.
Nah,
all right,
what?
let's go to the next one. Hannah Jones, RBI,
I feel like this
or
is
Joshua
scripted.
Mack, RBI.
I got to go with my guy, Return of the Mac, hailing all the way from Fayetteville, Georgia. This guy is Mr. Technique, Mr. Fundamentals. I got to go with my guy, Joshua Mack, for RBI. Just beautiful to watch.
Beautiful to watch. But
He gave you 7 seconds to spare. Keep
You know
going.
it's also beautiful to watch? Anna Jones with the RBIs, because she leads the team with 24 RBIs. And this is a continuous thing with Anna Jones. She continues to hit the ball and bring runners in consistently with 24. And she's also on pace. It looks like she's on pace for 30 to 35 RBIs. And that's just historical for this school, really.
All right, Jonathan, the time is up. Shane, this is the 3rd time you played this game. This is the 3rd rendition of this or that. You would think your answer would be a little better. You gave Jonathan an extra 7 seconds. Pitiful, man.
Enough said.
Pitiful, man. Return of the Mac was a nice pull. I like the on-pace one better. Jonathan's up 2-0.
Hey, watch this comeback,
Next
though.
one. Kaylee Fuller stolen base or Akari David batting average?
Hey, man, I got to go with my guy, Akari David batting average. He's batting .270 on the season. And for those of y'all who don't usually watch baseball, That is just tremendous stuff. That's like throwing for 300 yards a game in football or averaging 30 points per game in basketball. That is just tremendous stuff. I got to go with my Akari David. And
all right, that is your time, Jonathan.
Hey, I gotta go with Kaylee Fuller. Like he said, for those of you who don't watch baseball and softball, stolen bases is very hard to do. She has 13 on the season and leads the team. I gotta call on a pioneer, Jackie Robinson, known for stealing bases, and she wears number 42. I gotta go with Kaylee Fuller. She's stealing them and she's bringing them home.
The audience might not agree with my decision on this one, but I'm gonna go with Shane Dunkley, man. I like the Jackie Robinson pull, but Akari David just hits a little bit home. You guys gonna see a little later on. All right, 2-1. We got a game. Next one.
That's how y'all doing Jackie Robinson, man?
Nah, bro, we respect Jackie.
Next one. Kanaja Arrington and Rihanna King freshman season, or Chance Jobber and Jalen Sharp freshman season?
This is an easy decision. I gotta go with Kanaja.
I'm gonna go.
Go ahead.
Chance and Jalen. We see time and time again with the softball team, they always have these powerful freshmen. But the baseball team, this is a rare thing we see. We rarely see high school young guys come in and dominate as a dynamic duo, and Chance and Jalen have showed us through their prolific play style being able to come to the college level and do what they do.
Shane, you're on the clock.
Hey, Mr. Host, I'm begging you to think of logic in this answer, right? Kanaja Arrington and Rihanna King are a part of a team that has 11 active players on a softball team where only a number of players play, right?
But what do they do?
They're raking up, in the stat department. They're just going crazy without any rest, without any.
That is your time. Saved by the bell. It's quick. It's hard to think of the stats nice and quick.
No, fact.
You know.
I had it.
You know what? Jonathan tried to play a little bit of a devil's advocate on that one. Shane Dunkley, we're tied 2-2. We're tied 2-2.
Get him, get his last man.
Hey, you know who I'm bringing on this last. You already know.
Going into our last question. Emma Newby strikeout. When you guys talk, look at your camera right there. Emma Newby strikeout or Dakota Cobb strikeout. Anybody's game.
Hey, man. Mr. Cobb, man. Dakota Cobb, more like Todd Cobb. Since he brought up Jackie, I got to bring up one of the best players in baseball history, best pitchers in baseball history, and Dakota Cobb is certainly one of the best pitchers in Oakwood's baseball history. I got to go with Dakota Cobb. Just marvelous.
Now, if you give him Todd Cobb and not Jackie Robinson,
all right.
Emma Newby, freshman. Like I said, these teams bring in freshmen all the time that are prolific play. And Emma Newby is that, continuously pitching, game in and game out, game after game, strikeout. She doesn't get tired, and it's like, how can we not go with Emma Newby? She's a freshman putting up crazy numbers.
Dakota Cobb Jr. though. He's been doing this. He knows what he's doing.
All right.
Come on, man. Make the right choice.
You know what? I'm going to do a little something interesting here. Mr. Eric Reed, he's behind camera. Come up here real quick. Eric.
No mic or
Come up on the set.
No mic or nothing. I was up here, guys.
Eric, let me slide over a little bit. Eric, who do you think deserves that tiebreaker round right there?
Come on.
As an unbiased person, I'm gonna have to give the win to Shane Dunkley.
Yeah.
What for you to do? Shane Dunkley, man. You came back from being down.
Look, man.
And took this one home.
Look, man. I gotta keep it humble, man. Good job, man. Come on, man. good job. Hey. Believe in yourself, man. That's all I gotta say. Even if nobody believes in you, believe in yourself.
All right.
You're your best advocate.
All right. Shane Dunkley is the winner of this or that Oakwood baseball and softball edition. This has been great. And now welcome Miss Johana Henderson.
Just witnessed it on live telling Jackie Robinson, no call but tie.
Thank you guys for
and we still love you, Jackie.
Thank you guys for joining us for this segment. And now welcome Miss Johana Henderson up here and Miss Morgan Bone. And let's ask Morgan how she feels being the newly appointed Athletic Vice President of Oakwood University.
Thank you, Johana. It's good to finally have you up here. Long-awaited debut. How you feeling?
I know. It feels great to finally be up here and sit in the chair.
And be in front of the camera. Yeah, she's been working behind the scenes, but now she's finally up here. And I gotta address the elephant in the room, Miss Morgan Bone. Thank you. Congratulations. We
Thank you,
endorsed you up
guys.
here for the ASN. We said vote Morgan Bone for athletic vice president, and now you won. So that leads me to my first question. What was going through your mind? Walk me through when you found out you won, what you were doing, what everybody was telling you.
Well, I was with my friends at the library, and I was just kind of on my phone. They were like, Morgan, you won. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, it was kind of like, I was trying not to think about it too much, but, once, I won, those nerves actually started up again because I was like, wow, this is a lot to do, but I'm excited.
Yeah, it was for real now, and I'm
Yeah.
glad you won. You had my vote.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, mine as well. Mine as well.
Thank you.
Coming to choosing which specific role you wanted to do in USM, what made you run for athletic vice?
Well, just as an athlete, this is my second complete year playing basketball and volleyball, and there was a couple things that I felt like that the athletics could improve, and I feel like since I firsthand, play these sports, I feel like I know what's best for the athletes, and then as a student, I know what's best for the student body and what they would like to have for athletic vice. So yeah.
And for the students, what are some realistic improvements that, we as a student body can expect?
More field day events. I want to get more people involved and more intramurals, kickball, dodgeball, baseball, just more things that we can do to just so everybody can have fun and just be more connected.
Yeah.
I would agree, and if I could add one thing to that list, I think us as Oakwood students, we need a chant or something. The basketball game just be too quiet for me. I might be PA announcing, and it's it'll be an tie game going to the last 3 minutes of the second half, and you get a pin drop in there. People aren't cheering loud enough. The student section is not really a student section,
Yeah.
I think we need to have more home spirit and more team spirit for our teams because, you girls were nice this year. East Division champions.
We were.
And in volleyball, you girls were nice as well.
We were.
So
Yeah.
so it's okay. You can toot your own horn, But yeah, that's what I believe. And then, just for my last question, just so we don't make this too long, because I know you got a lot of things to work on and plan. But what can we, as the ASN, do next year to help you and make your job easier?
Just getting those sports promotion out there. And you guys are actually already doing a great job, but just continuing to do that promotion for them when their game's about to happen, and then the highlights after the game. I appreciate what y'all do, and I love y'all's support. So just keep up the good work, honestly.
Thank you. Yes, it is muchly appreciated. And yes, I believe next year, because we do a pretty good job, the overall Oakland media team does a pretty good job of posting basketball when their games are, when their home games are. But I think we need to do more for softball and baseball. And then even more for soccer and volleyball.
For sure.
Because those are the type of sports we come right back in the summer and nobody really knows soccer's playing or volleyball is playing. So I agree. It was good to have you up here. Johana, any last words for Morgan?
Thank you so much for coming up here and, sharing your insight with us. It was very great to have you.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate the support.
Yes, and congratulations again, Johana. Thank you. Glad to finally have you up here.
Thank you.
I know we're going to make it an effort. We're going to have you up here at least a couple more times before the school year is up. And now I welcome Jaden Barney and Shane Dunkley up here, and we'll talk about some baseball. The Oakwood baseball season is coming to a close. They have 5 games remaining left in the season. They're currently playing a 3-game series right now versus Wilberforce, but that series will have concluded by the time this episode drops, and we're recording right now. But the team has played 26 games so far this year. It might not.
Man.
You good, Mr. Barney?
Look, my team, they've been fighting. They've been fighting hard, despite the TikTok videos and everything. We've been fighting. So
It's true. It's true. I agree. This team has been fighting through, honing in on the inside and not focusing on the outside noise, leading to their best season to date. It might not be a successful season by many other school standards, but from this school, this program started 4 years ago. This is their best season to date, and I'm glad to finally be seeing some light towards the end of the tunnel because I know next year, all gas, no brakes.
Yep, and still 7 games left, so
Five
games left, excuse me, and we could extend that win total
even more. Yes, and we'll touch on that. So I'll just get right into it. What do you guys want to see from the baseball team down the stretch of the season?
I want to see better pitching, right? This team has been fighting, like Barney said earlier, and you said earlier. This team has been fighting to keep afloat, but as the season starts to wind down,
People get tired.
Pitching gets sparse, and just overall, like, people get tired. But this is the part of the season. I know I've said this a lot of the time, right, or many times. Baseball is one of the most mental games in sports. Out of football, basketball, softball, volleyball, whatever. Baseball is one of the most mental games in sports. So whether this team believes or not, just lock in for these last 5 games. Keep the morale high and get this momentum rolling into next season.
Yeah, to end the season on a high note. Barney.
I got one thing to say. Keep them bats hot, ladies and gentlemen. We've been looking at these games. We've been seeing how they've been playing offensively. If we go back to Talladega, if we go back to Voorhees, Stillman, no matter what game you look at, the biggest thing and I imagine the coach has been saying, keep them bats hot. We've been looking at their at-bats. And for those of you that may not know, your at-bats is pretty much your opportunity to get on offense. Like, you're up to bat.
Yeah, how many times you have to plate.
How many times you're at the plate. And the at-bats have been good, but it's not correlating to their hits. So keeping them bats hot, staying disciplined in the box, knowing what you can control and what you can't. If they, that's something I want to see, continue to keeping their bats hot throughout the stretch as we finish.
I agree. And if you ask me, well, you are asking me, so I'm up here for it. But April 16th through the 17th, 3-game series versus the Voorhees Tigers. I want to see the Ambassadors go 2-1 in that stretch. This is a team they went 1-2 against earlier in the year, and all the games were pretty close. But I know the team believes that they should have won all 3. I want to see them win. Maybe not 3. I want to see them win 3. But I'll settle for 2-1 versus the Voorhees Tigers, because that'll be the first time they've won a series matchup versus any team that they've ever played in program history. So against a team like Voorhees, a team similar to the Ambassadors, they're not better than the Ambassadors. Yep. I know they can go out there 2-1 series versus that. That's one of the first things I want to see. Second, Akari David. I got to give him a shout out. My guy.
Oh, yeah.
Leads the team in batting average. And for those of y'all who don't know, he also pitches, but on the batting side of things,
Swiss Army knife, man.
I've watched Akari David grow from his freshman year. He's a 4-year player on the baseball team. Freshman year, had a 104 batting average. That's not good. Then the sophomore year, it got worse. A .091 batting average. Then junior year, he bumped it up to a 196 batting average. And now this year, he leads the team with a 278 batting average. Akari David has grown. He's been in the cages. He stayed consistent, and now he leads the team in batting average. That's the type of stuff you want to see from a team that might not get all the wins, but you want to see player improvement. I want to see seniors like Jordan Jennings, Akari David, like I mentioned, and Jaden Rowling. Those are all 4-year guys. I want to see them get the type of farewell season that they deserve if they choose not to come back, if they choose to go and continue their life after graduation. And then I want to see the development of freshmen like Chance Jobber. We touched on him and Jalen Sharp in our This or That segment. Then Jamison Green and Carson Nems, some guys that we've named. I want to see them, and I want to ultimately see the team end the year off strong and prepare to take an even better leap next year. I hope we can get a lot of our guys back, and I know we're going to get even more guys coming in. That's what I want to see this team do, and down the stretch, that's what I think the team needs to focus on, because
cultivate them young guys. I'm telling you,
yes.
If you continue to cultivate them young guys, and remember, it's bigger than you. You're not bigger than the program.
This is a team.
This is a team. You continue to pick up your teammates who are younger than you, give them tips and tricks that continues to grow your program at the end of the day.
And I'll say this last thing.
Yes.
You said that the seniors and the team overall wants to end this season on a high note. I'm going to look at the camera right here, right? I'm going to talk to the school a little bit past Jordan Lane, right? We're coming for y'all, man. April 21st on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock, Alabama A&M, the Oakwood Ambassadors are beating the Alabama A&M Bulldogs, and I'll be there for it. And just so you have it on record, here I am talking to the camera saying it, Oakwood's going to beat Alabama A&M.
I second
Take
that.
it off.
You second that.
Second that?
Wow.
Hey, we third it?
You got to be with them, ride or die.
You know what? Them Bulldogs don't know what's about to hit them.
Yeah.
Ever
I
heard
ain't
of
talking
them?
about them Wilbur for the Bulldog neither.
It's true, because I'm not even worried about the Wilbur for the Bulldogs. You already know what this is. It's an advent of school. Ever heard of David and Goliath? Them Alabama A&M Bulldogs looking like Goliath, and we got a bunch of Davids on this team.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, the 3-game series versus Wilberforce will conclude by the time this episode drops. So I'll just update that when I put the graphic in, what happened in that series. Then they'll have 5 games left in the season, and we'll see you guys next week with a baseball update. And, man, I can't wait for that A&M game. But without further ado, thank you, Mr. Barney, for joining us. Shane, let's get ready to stand up. Welcome Eric Reed up here. It's NBA time. Haven't talked to NBA in a minute. We haven't talked about the NBA season a lot over here because, March Madness, NFL, playoffs. It's just more important things to talk about. But that does not mean we are not some of the biggest basketball watchers and fans that you will see. So just know our ball knowledge is top tier. NBA playoffs is right around the corner. The season ends this Sunday when this episode dropped. The season will have concluded. Guys, who's the favorites going into the championship, going to the NBA playoffs?
Well, I got to say for the East, obviously the Detroit Pistons now. They didn't have Cade Cunningham for the past couple weeks.
I'm sorry, I take that back. I said ball knowledge. I should have known Shane Dunkley up there on the set.
The Detroit Pistons are the 1 seed in the East. How is that not ball knowledge?
But when the Cavs were the 1 seed last year, they're frauds, right?
Yeah, they
no
are.
Playoff experience.
Because the Cavs are notorious playoff chokers. That's
Continues. Pistons never been in the playoffs. Continue.
The Detroit Pistons have something to prove, man. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duran. I was about to say Jaden Ivey. Definitely not him. But the Cavs are just have something to prove. I like what they got going on down in Michigan.
He means Pistons. But
and
Shane
I got to go with Detroit. Now, I would say the Knicks, but, man, y'all got to face the Hawks.
And this is where I come in. My team out the East is the New York Knicks because we went to the Eastern Conference Finals this past year. The Pistons, they don't got the playoff experience. The Celtics are up and down. They're up and down. And I think this, I don't want to sound like a Cowboys fan here, but I think this is our year to make it.
Yeah,
this our year to take it all the way. We got the playoff experience. We got Jalen Brunson, one of the most notorious playoff risers in the NBA. And I think we got a great shot to go all the way to the...
I don't want to sound like a homer here, but I'm going to sound like a homer. You want to talk about playoff risers? Let's talk about one of the all-time playoff greats in terms of scoring. Mr. Donovan Mitchell.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell.
Coco Jones' husband?
Donovan Mitchell. Beyonce, though, they're getting married soon, but Donovan Mitchell, he's focused on basketball right now. Donovan Mitchell, he is one of the most, if you look at his scoring average, it jumps greatly in the playoffs. He just had to have the team around him to help him get over that hump. Now, James Harden, my second favorite player. It's inevitable what he's going to do. Ooh. But that does not mean I am not all hands on deck for the Cleveland Cavaliers to go to the NBA Finals. And in the West, and then it'll go right back down the table, I got the Thunder. This is just their year to lose. This is their year to lose. I believe the Cavs won't make it to the Finals, but if they run into the Thunder, it's inevitable, man. No NBA champion has repeated since the 2017-2018 Warriors did it. And no NBA champion has even made it back to the conference finals the following year since the Warriors did it in 2019. The Spurs narrative versus Thunder is cool. They won the regular season series. But this is a grown man's game now. Yep. I've yet to see Victor Wembanyama in the playoffs. This Spurs team as a whole is very young. Thunder have experience. I believe the Thunder are just going to run the table again, back-to-back champions.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to go with the Thunder as well. If we go back to the early episode, we did NBA predictions. My takes sound the same. I also picked the Thunder in that episode as well because they're inevitable.
It's just a 7-game series versus them, man.
The team's too deep. They're too well coached. Shea can get a bucket whenever he wants.
When he needs it, he just gets it.
It's a tough job for any team.
Shane, close us home. We had to make this one real quick.
Yeah, man, I'll make it quick. I gotta go with the Oklahoma City. Actually, forget that, man. I'm going with the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going against my own team, man. Before it was the
Lakers. You're a Hawks fan.
Next question. before, man, I was going with the Thunder, but man, I feel like this is the year that Wembanyama and Castle and Harper and all those guys on the San Antonio Spurs get over that hump. Because you're going to have to do it eventually.
Well, to be honest, if they do this and win this year, there won't have been a hump for them.
True.
Because this is the first time they've all been healthy. They've all been in the playoffs. So if they go run the table in the first year, might pose bad news for the league because the Thunder had to get over a hump. They lost.
Now, here's the question, though. If the Spurs come out of the West, that might be opportunity for whoever comes out of the East, even your Cavs.
It is true.
Because I think we all believe the Thunder make the finals then.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's pretty much over. But if anybody but the Thunder make the finals, then watch out for the Pistons, the Celtics, the Cavs, the Knicks. Hawks, watch out for them.
We're not worried about that. We're not worried.
Shane, take us home.
Thank y'all for joining us on this edition of the Ambassador Sports Network. We had a fun time, a lot of laughs, and we hope to see y'all next week, and have a good one.
Thank you for watching the Ambassador Sports Network. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tap that bell so you're notified every time we post.